welcome to another Monday morning art talk. So what are we going to discuss today? We're going to discuss today just how things in your life are not always going to work out as planned. Not to have great expectations of anything. I feel this is a good way not to find disappointment. But with that, I wanted to read something that I wrote, and I'm just going to read it. That way my thought is clear as I'm saying this. It's almost like an analogy of the real world situation. You're in a new town. You get to a corner. You look to the left. You look to the right. You're not sure what direction to go. You're not sure what you may see or find. You get to a certain point and realize that either you went the wrong way or there is nothing too exciting down this road. And this comes from my experience when I've been in different towns and different places, and you may have been too, where I don't know what's down there. Let's go explore. And that's the mindset of just let's go explore. Let's see what's down that way. So what ends up happening is you're going to go down that direction. You're going to keep going down to the left. And you may start to realize that, it's not really what I wanted. There's not too much down there. There's either the food that I want isn't down there, the store of some sort isn't down there. These are where you start to get those realizations. So at that point, what do? That's right. You just turn around and go the opposite direction. And that's the same thing with what we're doing here. Is just because you didn't find something down one path, one road, well, what do? You try something else, and that's the point of really what I've sort of written here. So you turn around and you turn the other direction, see if it offers something different. Life is no different. Take risks, try new things, and see what happens. Don't have great expectations about what you find because it may not come through and then you'll be disappointed. Don't try to predict what you will find because you can never know until it happens. And that's really what I wanted to just elaborate on and discuss, is this potential and possibility that you're going to go down different paths in your career that may not be the right direction. You may be learning something in school. You may be just doing something professionally that you realize is that street where it's no longer fulfilling. It's not offering you what it is that you really want. So you don't have to just give everything up. You don't just quit. You don't just walk away. You just don't sit down on the sidewalk and just, throw rocks and do nothing. You gotta just decide at that moment what's the next step. So this is why it's so important to always really maintain that same sort of mindset as what's the next step? What's the next direction that I want to take? Because you may only want to do things for so long. You just may want to walk a mile down that road. No, that's a long way. You may want to walk a block, 2 blocks. Okay, and then you can come back. So you can always turn back. The point is really, it's never too late to change the real outcome and desire that you want to have in your life. It just really isn't, because there's in all honesty, there's people out there that can help you. If you are suffering in some way or things aren't really going the right way, I think the most important thing to ever do in any situation is just ask. For myself, again, using the analogy of going down the street and I'm lost, what do? What do it happens all the time. You ask someone who's familiar with that area. I'm going to go into a store. I may pull into a gas station. How many times have you done that? You've pulled into some place and you just go ask the clerk at the counter, hi, could you tell me where such and such restaurant is? Or could you tell me where this is? Yeah, just go down there to the left and boom, boom, boom. And all of a sudden, you don't have that problem anymore because you just made the effort of asking. And that's something that's just vital and important. So you got to ask the question. So if you're going down a direction that you're not fulfilled with, that you're not excited about, that isn't working for you and isn't offering you what you want, well, find someone who's in that industry. Find someone who's experienced it before. And ask them, and by asking them in these certain things, it doesn't mean, okay, they've told me not to do something, so I have to do that. What you're really looking for is just listening. You just want to listen to someone else's experience. Their experience may not be the same experience you're going to have. They may walk down the road and it rains. it was terrible and blah, 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 blah. But all of a sudden you walk down the road and it's sunny and it's beautiful. I don't know what that guy was talking about. It was great, right? So you've had those experiences before. So I think if you try to mix real life, things that you're so familiar with, into your art career and what it is that you're trying to do with your life, it's all the same stuff. So that's why I want to once again encourage you to try things as much as possible and see where it leads you. And don't think that it has to be the end all be all, because that's going to be the most important thing. Turn back around, try a new direction, and if it doesn't come fast enough for you, that's okay, because all you really have is time. You know, maybe you're not going to don't want to be working when you're 70, 80, 90 years old. I don't know, maybe you do. I think as artists will, you know, and you're truly passionate about it, and when you are retired, you're going to have more time just to doodle and draw what you want anyway and paint. But I think the most important thing is just to give it your best. Okay, don't quit. All right, don't get too discouraged. Know that it is going to be a lot of work. Know that it is going to be hard work. Know that you're going to get tired. Like if you were walking, I was just at Boy Scout camp and I had to walk a mile every time I wanted to go to my car, you know, and then I had to walk a mile back, and I got tired. Okay, I was some uphill, some downhill, but that's the reality. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna get defeated. You're gonna get knocked down, but you're gonna gain a lot of fulfillment too. So it's never too late, and just keep trying and keep looking for those other avenues. Keep looking for those other street corners. See what those other street corners have to offer you. Don't just settle with that one street, because it doesn't have all the answers. It doesn't give you everything that you need. So that's the most important thing that you can do, is just pick yourself up and go. Make sure, again, that you're writing stuff down and that you know exactly what you want to do. Okay? And so that's it for today's Art Talk. Thanks again so much for watching. My just as a little plug here, my new semester starts on August 12th for my character gesture drawing. My other class is full right now for the character design, but the next semester starts in October. And that's it, really. Okay, so and just to end with the value your work, be patient. Don't give people your beginning ideas. Everyone wants the ideas from you. So sometimes don't get too excited and just ramble on. If someone goes, hey, what do you think about this? Do you think that I should do that? And you start giving them all these ideas for something or emailing it. Be careful with that. Don't do that. You got to watch yourself, because, you know, people are listening and taking notes and they go, oh, that's a great idea. I never thought to make that guy's outfit red and do this and do that. Especially if it's, you know, there's a difference between, you know, friends and people that you know, as opposed to working with just clients you're meeting for the first time, you know, because people are digging for information. So, you know, just kind of keep that to, you know, sort of hush hush, and just, you know, just listen. Try to be a good listener, and not so much the person who's just always talking. I think it's very important to have that skill set of just listening, because you can learn a lot. My dad always used to say, you know, keep your ears and your eyes open and your mouth shut. And it worked out really well. I mean, that's the thing. You listen, you pay attention. Okay, don't feel you got to spill all the beans and give everything. All right, so that's it. So have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys again next week. Take care. Just don't bite nothing. Ow! No. Don't. Once in a blue moon you can see.
Look at his tail.
Oh. Yucky. Okay. Oh.